You're probably asking yourself, how can I start investing in real estate if I don't have any money? How do I do it? Is it legal? I don't even know. Somebody help me out. Good thing for you today, I'm going to show you 7 steps on how you can wholesale your first property this year. Hey guys, this is Julian and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna get straight into it. How do you wholesale real estate? So the first thing I want you guys to really think about is this is really a lead business. You need to find people that need to sell, not want to sell, people that need to sell. We're gonna look for motivated sellers. So these people may need to sell for many reasons, maybe divorce, maybe pre-foreclosure, they've lost a job, someone's passed away, a variety of reasons. So the first thing we want to do is look for people that need to sell, not want to sell. I want to sell my car for $80,000, but do I need to? No. Think about this. Why would someone take a diamond ring or a gold watch to a pawn shop? Why? Because they need to sell. The same thing with real estate. We are a pawn shop for houses. Need to find people that need to sell quickly. That's what we do. You find these people through a variety of methods, through cold calling, through direct mail, through text messaging. So we're gonna look for these people. Once you find someone, you maybe find them through cold calling. Hey sir, my name is Julian. Sorry to bother you. I was calling about a property over on 123 Main Street. I wanted to see, would you maybe consider an offer? Say the person says yes. What's the next step, Julian?
Well, reason for the call today, John, is
what you want to do is build rapport with that person. Rapport is basically making a friend, making them trust you. No one's going to sell to someone that they don't like, they don't know, they don't trust. First thing you want to do is build rapport with that person. If you hear a dog in the background barking, hey, what kind of dog do you have? I have a long-haired Chihuahua. Or if you see anything where you maybe can, humanize yourself. Because think about this, you're some random person calling their phone. You are random. Make a friend first, build a rapport. Next, what you want to do is see if that person is motivated to sell. Someone may say, hey, you call me, make me an offer. I'll take $1 million for it. But you want to make sure that person is motivated to sell the property. You do that by asking questions. Hey, why are you thinking about selling, sir? Does the property need some repairs? When are you thinking about selling? Is you want to sell next week or 2 years from now? When are you thinking about selling? What price are you asking? So you want to ask qualifying questions to see if they're motivated. If someone says, oh, I'm going to sell probably in the next 2 years, they're probably not motivated, right? But if someone says, oh, I'll sell tomorrow if you give me the right price, I'll sell right now if you give me the right price, they're probably motivated. So again, look for motivation after you build a rapport with that person first. So again, find a motivated seller, someone that needs to sell, build some rapport, check their motivation. If they want to sell, if they're motivated, you can go to your next step, making them an offer. Now you're going to want to run some numbers, do some numbers. We'll get into that in a later video. But once you know your numbers, you can make them an offer. Again, you want to go back to your rapport building, build rapport, make that person know, like, and trust you. Once you two agree on the price, you're then going to get that property under contract. I'm going to give you my free contract in the description below. But once you build the rapport, you're going to sign a contract. You can do it in person or through email. So now you have a contract on a house. Let me get you a contract. So here's a contract. For example, you have a contract on a house. This is just an example. So this contract is what you two are going to agree on. You're not going to give him any money. You can just agree on paper to a price. Let's say the price is $10,000. Now you, the wholesaler, and the buyer are both going to sign this agreement for $10,000. Now my agreement gives you a certain time frame to close on that property or to buy that property, right? Let's say you have 30 days to buy the property. Now you can take this contract and you can leave, and now you have 30 days to close on the property. So what you want to do now is go out and find a cash buyer who's willing to pay more for this house in the same area. No more repairs are needed, nothing else. They're just gonna pay more for what you have the property under contract for. So once you find a cash buyer, you can find them through many different ways, through networking. You can go through jewpropertydata.com. I'll give you a link in the description as well for that. It's a 7-day free trial through networking, Jew property data, through your local courthouse auctions, through Facebook groups. There are many ways to find cash buyers. Once you find a cash buyer that'll pay you more for that property, you now assign your contract to that cash buyer, right? Hope you guys follow me. So let's say you have a property under contract for $10,000 with the seller, $10,000 with the seller on paper. Now you go out and find you a cash buyer who will pay you $20,000 for that same property, same condition. Now what you and that cash buyer do is complete what's called an assignment agreement, a separate document. So now, again, you don't exchange any money. You and that cash buyer simply sign the assignment agreement. It says the cash buyer will pay you $20,000 for your contract, right? So now you have two pieces of paper, one with the seller for $10,000, and you have one with the buyer for $20,000, right? So now these two pieces of paper is what you need to complete the transaction. These two pieces of paper that you have are gonna go to your attorney or to your title company, depending on which state you live in, right? Very simple to find these people. You can cold call, you can ask around local people, who do you use to close your transactions, right? Get on Facebook groups and ask these people. It's easy to find. So you send these two pieces of paper, one with the seller for $10,000, one with the buyer for $20,000 to your attorney or title company. They then do what's called checking title and they open escrow. What that means is that they basically check for any liens, any judgments, any mortgages, anything owed against the property. That's their job. So now they're going to come back to you and say, hey, Mr. Wholesaler, hey, Mr. Middleman, title work is clear, we're good to go. And now closing is going to be next Tuesday at 12 p.m. So now you, as the wholesaler, tell your seller, hey, Mr. Seller, closing is next Tuesday at 12 p.m. I'm going to need you to be there to sign paperwork. Tell your buyer, hey, Mr. Buyer, closing is next Tuesday at 12:30. You always want your buyer to come in after your seller. After your seller. Your buyer is going to come in after your seller. The buyer will then wire the money to the attorney. The attorney will then disperse the funds, meaning they'll take the money and disperse it to people that need to get it. The seller gets their $10,000 that they want. The buyer gets a nice property that he can fix, flip, rent for the rest of his life. And you, the middleman, get the $10,000 in the middle as an assignment fee or a marketing fee, whatever you want to call it. That's how it happens. So once closing is done, it'll take place the same day. Checks will be cut the same day. It's just that easy. Now, what I always tell people is that, listen, this business is simple. This business is simple, but it's not easy. It's a simple business. Find a motivated seller, negotiate a good price, get it under contract, find a buyer. The buyer funds the deal. You get a check at closing or wire, depending on what you want to do. So again, I hope that makes sense to everybody. This is a simple business, but it's not easy. It will take work. It will take work for you to find these people. Remember, you want people that need to sell, not want to sell, people that need to sell. For whatever reason, they want to sell. Again, I'm going to go over these things. For maybe they've lost a job, someone has passed away, divorced, they can't afford a house, they're behind on property taxes. Whatever the case may be, someone needs your help. Someone needs my help. They don't have any other options. They don't know they have any other options. So again, guys, I hope that makes sense to you. Real estate wholesaling. I just gave you 7 steps, start to finish, on what you can do, on how it works, and what you need to do to get your first deal done this year. Again, if you have any questions, guys, please comment. I'm going to get back to you. I'm going to put some links in the description below to my free contract, to the systems that I use, so you can, see what works best for you and help yourself. Right? This business changed my life completely. It can change your life as well. But listen, like, subscribe to my channel. If you know anyone that may need some help, reach out. I'm happy to help anybody. But listen, thank you guys so much. Until next time.